There's nothing like starting your day with some delicious, crispy cherry wood smoked bacon, soft melt in your mouth eggs with cheese, and the best crispy edge pancakes ever. Let's dig in. If there's one thing I enjoy eating, it's definitely got to be pancakes, but cooking them can be tricky. Over the years, I've seen people use various types of cooking oil, like vegetable oil, shortening, and even lard, but it kind of makes the pancakes taste greasy, and that's not good. So instead of that, a lot of times I use spray butter, which is good in general, but I don't get those crispy edges that I like. And then there's butter. Only problem with butter is it burns, and that's not going to leave your pancakes tasting good at all. So my secret is Country Crock Original. This to me helps make the best crispy edge pancakes ever. Many people prefer the cast iron skillet, which is okay, but I prefer the Tefal non-stick with even heating surface, and my favorite spatula. Okay, so for this meal, the only thing I'll need is the Country Crock vegetable oil spread, some buttermilk pancake mix, the complete version, and some syrup. Also, some water, of course, for the pancake mix. Now, some people like to make their pancake mix from scratch, which is cool. Some like to use the ones where you have to put eggs and milk and stuff like that in there. But this complete mix is perfect for what I'm about to do. Okay, so I'll start off with about 1 cup of pancake mix. Put it in a nice sized bowl so you can stir it without making a big mess. I always make a mess. I don't know how, but I do. And per cup, this calls for about 2/3 cup of water, but I like to use about 3/4 cups of water, which is approximately about 6 ounces. Now, when it comes to mixing the ingredients, some people prefer using a wire whisk, which is okay, but I think you may have a tendency to over mix the ingredients. And if you do that, the pancakes will come out hard. So I use a spoon because basically all I want to do is get the ingredients wet and most of the lumps broken up, but you want to leave those lumps in there. For some reason, it makes the pancakes come out just a little airy, fluffy, and still the way I cook it comes out nice and crispy. So you just want to stir it up a little bit without really beating it to death, like I've seen some people do in other videos. And oh my goodness, the pancakes look horrible, and I know they don't taste good. So excuse me, you just mix it up, and like I said, just kind of stir it just until you notice that a lot of lumps are broken up, but then you still have some left over. And then all you're going to do after that is you're just going to let it sit until it starts to thicken up. And as you see here, I've let it sit for about a couple of minutes. Now look at this consistency right here. That's what you want to see. And if you want thinner pancakes, of course, you add more water. If you want thicker pancakes, you add less water. Okay, which spatula should you use? Whichever is your favorite. Oh yeah, and sometimes I like to use this container. This is so cool. It's like you can pour your mix in there, and you can use the little handle to drop just the right amount of pancake mix into the pan. And I like this because it really makes for a lot less mess. But today I'm just gonna use the bowl and just pour it straight into the pan. Of course, a good complement to pancakes is eggs. Today I'm gonna have them scrambled, even though I like them fried any other way. And this delicious, thick cut, naturally cherry wood smoked bacon by Smithfield. Oh, this stuff is good. Okay, now that the pan is ready, I'm gonna go ahead and start off with some bacon. Now, normally I use multiple pans so I could have everything cooked and come all together at the same time, but I'm just gonna be a little lazy today and just use one pan. So I'm gonna get this bacon started, and I usually eat a lot more bacon than this because I love this stuff. Some nice crispy bacon to go along with my crispy pancakes. Now, with the pan set to just a little bit over medium high, I spread the vegetable oil spread in the pan, and then I again just pour my pancake batter in the center of the pan. I usually use a pan that's not as wide as this. I love this pan. It's my favorite. I need to get a smaller one because when I have it smaller, it keeps the butter. I'm gonna just call it butter. It keeps it closer to the pancakes, where it covers that edge like I like. And when I have the bigger pan, I have to kind of maneuver it a little bit like this. So I mean, it still works, it still comes out, but I just have to kind of baby it a little bit because I want that butter to get right up onto the edge of those pancakes to give it that crispiness. This is how it does it. So, but like I said, it's usually better to use a slightly smaller pan, but this works as well. I just have to do a little more work to it. The tricky thing for a lot of people is knowing when to flip. And if you just kind of let it do its thing, you'll see the edges started to brown and you see a lot of bubbles. And then you'll say, okay, now it's ready. So let's flip it. Wow, look at that. Oh my goodness, it looks so good. This is going to be so good, you guys. And of course, like I said, because of the bigger pan, I had to baby a little bit. But I wanted to get every bit of that butter all up in it because this is going to be good on both sides. But you see those crispy edges? Just look at that. Oh man, I can't wait to bite into this. Keep in mind that once you flip it, it doesn't take as long to cook on the second side. So let's take this off now and plate it. Oh, look at that. And I'm gonna just give you a little sneak peek underneath. See, it's cooked good. And let me flip it just so you can see what it looks like on the other side. We're just gonna go ahead and repeat the process. 2, 3, 4 more times. I was just gonna have 3 pancakes, but there was still some batter left in the bowl, so I made 4. And now for the scrambled eggs, which doesn't take long at all. Oh, I love eggs. I eat eggs every day. The whites and the yolks. So, I'm just gonna mix this up. And then we're gonna add a little bit of cheese. And breakfast is served. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to dig into this. Hey man, hit me up in the comment section and let me know what you think about this little technique I use to make the best crispy edge pancakes ever. And please feel free to share in the comment section how you make your pancakes or how you like them. And also feel free to put a link to a video that you've seen or made in which they show or you show how you like to make your pancakes. Now I'm about to dig into this and I'm going to let you hear something that might not sound too great, but you'll hear the crispiness along with some other stuff. Now, instead of just cutting a piece at a time with my fork, I rather cut all the pancakes up at one time. And then I just like to douse it with some more syrup and enjoy it that way. And even with all this syrup, you could still hear that crispy sound. Oh, it's so good. And bacon. I love bacon. This is my perfect breakfast right here. And I can't forget these yummy, fluffy eggs with cheese on it. I encourage you to stay focused, stay encouraged, stay positive, stay motivated, and stay hydrated. And always remember, you got this. If you like this video in any way, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you think this channel is helpful to you or someone else, then please hit that subscribe button. It would be greatly appreciated. This is Personal Fitness 3, where I want you to get motivated and stay motivated. I'm out.